So I've been seeing more and more people talk about how you should stop relying on Amazon because you have no control, and how you should start selling your books on your own website. Videos like this one and this one that are getting a lot of views. And as someone who's been doing Amazon KDP for over 8 years and became a self-made millionaire from doing this business, I honestly think, with all due respect, this is one of the worst advice ever. And in this video, I will explain why. So the main reason why people say to not sell on Amazon is because Amazon takes a cut of a sale, right? Every time you sell, Amazon takes a small cut for their portion. So you keep more of the profit if you sell direct on your own website. That's what everybody says, right? Another thing people say is that you have no control by being under Amazon. So people always say KDP can ban you anytime for no reason, right? And we're going to talk about this no reason part later on, but these are the two biggest things that everybody says and why you should start trying to sell outside of Amazon. But here's the thing, I want to tell you why selling on your own website absolutely sucks. Okay, so first thing you got to understand is more than 70% of all US book sales are made on Amazon. Most people go to Amazon if they want to buy books, right? So millions and millions of people every single day is already going to Amazon looking for a book to buy. And by you selling on Amazon, Amazon will go and recommend your books to those millions of shoppers already there looking for something, right? This will never happen on your own website because your website has zero traffic. No one's there, and you have to bring people to your website, okay, just to get eyeballs. Compared to with Amazon, millions of people every single day is going there looking for something. So all these people saying you should stop selling your books on Amazon and start selling it on your own website is like me saying I'm gonna stop posting my videos on YouTube and start posting it on my own website. And honestly, guys, how many of you will realistically go to my website just to watch my videos if I start doing that? I bet that'll be very, very few of you, because most of you guys found my videos probably from browsing YouTube, right? You didn't even search for, videos like this. You're just browsing YouTube and it was recommended to you. And that is how most of you guys found me. Well, that's exactly what Amazon is doing for your books as well. Most of these shoppers are just randomly browsing Amazon, and Amazon recommends your book, and that's how they find you, and that's how organic sales are happening. And you're saying you want to get rid of that by leaving Amazon and go to your own website where literally no one is there. And you have to do all the marketing and get all the customers to your website. Like, really? I honestly think it is absolutely crazy. And it just blows my mind how people think it's a good idea, okay? So if you go and start selling your books on your own website, these are the things that you gotta do. First, you gotta create the website. It's a lot of work creating the website. Then you gotta purchase domain and hosting, which is not even free, so you're paying money for this. Then you gotta do shipping and handling, right? If you're selling physical products, even if you're doing ebooks, you have to figure out how to deliver the product, right? Then you gotta do inventory. Once again, if you're doing physical products, you gotta deal with inventory. You don't have to do this with Amazon because it's print on demand, right? Then you gotta go get traffic, which is the biggest one. You have 0 visitors on your website when you first create it. You got to do all kinds of marketing to get people to your website. And as someone who has experience with this, I'm telling you, it's super duper hard, way harder than selling on Amazon, okay? Then you got to figure out how you can take payments. So you got to do payment processing, right? Then you got to do customer service. You're not even done after you sell the product. You have to do customer service because people want a refund, people want to complain, right? Then you have to do marketing and promotions once again, and then it all comes with expensive fees and softwares, which literally everything is done by Amazon if you sell on Amazon. If you sell on Amazon, Amazon does all this for you, but because you want just a tiny bit more of the profit or whatever crazy reason, you want to go and do all these things, which I think is absolutely crazy once again. So what about the fees, right? Everybody says, oh, it's the fees. You can save on the fees. Amazon takes a cut and I don't like that. Well, who cares about the fees if you're not selling thousands of copies a day? Because Amazon doesn't take a huge cut. They just take like a little bit, right? So even if you were selling thousands of copies a day, why do almost every top author choose to publish on Amazon despite the fees? If you think about it, why are almost all top authors, top publishers sell on Amazon instead of selling on their own website, right? Perhaps they have both. They have their own website, but they also primarily sell on Amazon too. Why is that? Why don't they just avoid Amazon, right? That is because the simplicity of selling on Amazon plus access to millions of new customers are worth it, right? Because if you just sell on your own website, yeah, you can sell it to your own audience, but you're not going to tap into millions of new customers that potentially you can tap into, right? That's why everyone wants to be on Amazon, because even if a customer does not know you, Amazon can recommend your book and they can get to know you from there. So it's like a search engine. So what about this, right? KDP can ban you anytime for no reason. Everyone who, lost their account always say that it was for no reason at all, right? They just banned me for no reason. Well, I tell you that from my experience, first of all, I've never been banned, okay? I've been doing this for 8 years, never been banned. I've been around for a long time. I coached many students, and there's almost always a reason why people get terminated, okay? It is rarely ever no reason at all. So usually this is due to trademark infringement, misleading customers because you did some stuff in your titles or description, you made some claims that you cannot back up, whatever, right? You gamed the algorithm. So literally all of these are against the KDP guidelines. It's not no reason, right? So basically the bottom line is just don't break the rules. It's very funny because people who are in my coaching program, you rarely hear about people losing their account, right? But in other free Facebook groups, that I'm in, that I see, people are always complaining about losing their accounts. It's almost like if you get proper coaching and know what you're doing, then you're probably fine. And every single YouTube video on account terminations that I know of, like all these YouTube videos, they're actually suspensions. It's not termination. And if you actually watch the video, you will see that they always get their account back, right? And this is often resolved simply by emailing KDP. So these are all the videos. I have one as well. Once again, I never lost my account. This is kind of a reaction video that I've done. But all these other people, saying their account was terminated, if you watch the video, you will see that they get it back. At least from all the videos that I've watched, I haven't found a single one where they actually got terminated permanently. Now, I am not saying that if you got your account terminated, it is 100% your fault and Amazon's never wrong. That's not true. I've seen many cases of Amazon making mistakes, right? What I'm saying is being permanently banned for Amazon's mistakes is extremely rare. Usually they make a mistake, they suspend your account or close it temporarily, but then you talk to them and Amazon reopens the account. That's like 99% of the case, right? So I've seen extremely rare cases of actual terminations due to KDP misunderstanding. And even if that happens, you can use a lawyer service in case like these and actually get it back, right? You do have to pay the lawyer a little bit, but it's not too bad. It's like $2,000, okay? So the actual permanent ban, being actually permanently banned for absolutely no reason, is extremely rare. And in 8 years of doing this, I've never heard of a single case. So here's the brutal truth about not having control, right? Everybody loves to use that argument that, by selling under Amazon, you have no control. By being on YouTube, you have no control. By being under Etsy, you have no control. And in the end, you have to sell on your website because that's where you have control, right? Well, believe it or not, that's not the case. You won't 100% be in control in literally everything in life, not just in business, literally every single thing in life. You're never going to be 100% in control. So let me give you some examples here, right? Just to prove a point. If you do e-commerce, your supply chain can be disrupted like COVID, right? Your shipping costs suddenly increasing, manufacturer increasing costs without warning, new tariffs or import regulations. You can be sued for defective product, even if it's the manufacturer's fault, just because you're selling it, you can be sued. This is all out of your control. Okay. If you're selling a service or you're doing agencies, client can refuse to pay after work is done. Ad platforms like Facebook changing policies, platforms increasing costs. These are all out of your control, right? And you can't do anything about it. Okay. What if you just have a brick and mortar business, right? Meaning a offline business, because all online businesses, you can't be in control. So let's just open an offline business, right? Well, if you're doing brick and mortar, there could be road construction, blocking access to your store, property taxes increasing, changes in minimum wage laws, natural disasters can be happening. This is all out of your control, right? What if you just get a 9-to-5 job? Because if you build a business, you can't be 100% in control. So let's just get a job, right? Well, if you do a 9-to-5 job, layoffs, without warning can happen, right? Economic recession can happen anytime, right? Company can go bankrupt. Your role can be outsourced to overseas or AI nowadays. This is all out of your control. So the bottom line is the only thing in life that you're in full control of is how you respond to the change that happens. Okay, so are you just gonna complain about how unfair it is and how you should be in more control and how life is so unfair and it should not be like this, right? Or are you gonna accept that that's just how it is, right? And are you gonna adapt and figure out a new way to keep going? So literally since I started in 2016, every single time, even a small thing that changed in the KDP landscape, everyone just freaked out saying, oh my God, KDP is dead. And this happened at least twice a year for the past 8 years straight. People are saying, because of this new thing, KDP is dead. Because of this new thing, KDP is dead. Because AI came out, KDP is dead. Because of the printing cost increase, KDP is dead, right? It's crazy, guys. But guess what? There are more people making 10K a month than ever before with KDP, and more people that I know of is hitting 100K months with KDP, which is like insane. When I started in 2016, if you're doing 10K a month with KDP, you were like a god, right? And now 10K a month is like normal. If KDP was really dying, how would you explain that? How would you explain the fact that more people are succeeding, right? It only means that the market is expanding, not shrinking. And I can back this up by data. So if you actually go to literally just the KDP homepage, you see this top section that says total KDP KU author earnings for November are $57.1 million. Try and guess what this number was 8 years ago when I started in 2016. It was 19 million. Okay, so this number is how much people are getting paid just from the KU author program, not even counting all the other ways you can make money just from KU. Okay, but it still tells us that the market is expanding, right? I started in 2016 and it was 19 million. Now 8 years later, it is 57 million. Okay, so that means more authors are making money with KDP. The market is increasing by 14-15% a year, which is really good. So all these people complaining about saturation and competition don't even talk about how literally the market is expanding, right? So, there's more space for everyone. But in conclusion, selling direct, I'm not saying it's never gonna work, right? If you have a huge audience, huge email list, huge social media following, then yeah, I think selling direct makes sense, right? And you can do it. But that is a very, very tiny portion of the population, right? Most people are beginners. Most people have little to no following. But for those people, for beginners, it has way too many additional moving parts to learn and execute that selling on your own website, in my opinion, is not even close to worth it. The simplicity and how passive it is, plus the free traffic, right? Tapping into the millions of customers every single day that's going to Amazon is the greatest thing ever for beginners, right? Once again, this is just my opinion. You can disagree. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. But the fact that Amazon handles so many different things in businesses that you normally have to do as a business owner, right? That alone is absolutely amazing. And in my opinion, worth paying a little bit of fees, right? But on top of that, the fact that you can tap into so many new customers and get free traffic from it is just insane. But who knows, guys? I'm just a random dude on YouTube, so I might be wrong on all this. But if you do like this random dude on YouTube and his style, and if you want to work with us, then I do have a Amazon KDP coaching program. Check out the first link in the description. It'll take you to this page. If you scroll down, there's a lot of testimonials. Like we have students doing tens of thousands of dollars a month and sometimes even close to 100K in a month. We had multiple new students hit tens of thousands of dollars in a month this Q4, right? And we have new success stories coming up all the time. So if you guys want to check it out, once again, the link is in the description. And if you want to apply and talk to us and do a free strategy session and see if this program is a good fit for you, then all you have to do is come back and click on apply to join here. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. And subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.